to also present the first award of the night. Shit. What's his name? Right. Sorry. Yes, a remarkable, singular talent. No, this is a human being who's so unforgettable and I love so much. I do, when you come out here, I just want you to know I have a snack for you. I keep protein bars ready for him. This young man has the ability to utterly disappear into his roles and bring them to the depths of purity and truth that are beyond compare. This is my buddy, Timothée Chalamet. Ladies and gentlemen, it was beyond my bliss to march through Sleepy Hollow Cemetery on Halloween with this man, but even greater bliss to be honoring him tonight. Timmy, come get your protein bar and your award. I love you. I love you.
More important, the kind bar and the award. Laura, thank you for the food. And thank you to the... Man, there's an echo on this. This is a huge space. Okay. Thank you to the 팜스프링스 International Film Festival for this award. Thank you to Laura Dern for that introduction. It's a true honor to receive this from you, and I'm going to get to that more in depth. There's a moment growing up where you realize the adults around you, your parents, they're all just people. Everyone is just a messy human. And today that's what inspires me the most in my acting. But that realization at first that we're all vulnerable was kind of scary and defeating. At first I wanted to be a professional athlete, you know, guys like LeBron James, Lionel Messi. Why is that funny? No, I'm kidding. No. They inspired me with their invincibility. I looked in the mirror. I humbly realized I'd never be an athlete for many reasons. Freakishly small frame. But more importantly, my glaring lack of athletic talent. So I went to a public performing arts high school, LaGuardia, in New York City, simply because my uncle, my mom, my sister had gone there, and I started to act, and something changed. I felt myself falling in love for the first time in my life. I was getting inspired in a way I had when I wanted to become an athlete, but this time the inspiration wasn't to be superhuman, but very human indeed. The invincible Messis and LeBrons weren't as interesting to me as the artists who were vulnerable for a living. The Heath Ledgers, the Joaquin Phoenixes. The more I saw people in my grade act and bare themselves, the more I was inspired, the more I turned to the world of film to watch anything I could get my hands on with young people performing, which is why I'm so damn honored that Laura Dern is presenting to me, because I remember watching Blue Velvet, which you shot when you were 17 years old, and being so deeply moved by Sandy, or watching Wild at Heart, which you only did a couple years later. It's why I'm honored to speak in front of Regina King, an actress who bared herself in John Singleton's Boys in the Hood and Poetic Justice when she was only 20 years old. It's the inspiration I felt when I watched Gary Oldman light up the screen as Sid Vicious in his 20s, or as Joe Orton in Prick Up Your Ears a year later. It's a feeling I got when I was at the Angelica Theater in 2016. I saw the screen credit directed by Barry Jenkins after seeing Moonlight, and it took me hours to remove the knot from my throat. And it's the feeling I got when I walked around Spike Lee's production office in New York in 2015, because I went to school with Spike's daughter, and I was helping her return some film equipment for a music video shoot. And when I got a second alone in those hallways, I took pictures of literally everything on the wall, because the cinematic history was so damn inspiring. And I still have those pictures. They're on my iCloud. So, I know Spike Lee's somewhere. If you want me to delete them, I'll delete them. But, and lastly, it's why I'm grateful to Nick Sheff for letting me take on his journey, his lifetime with this role, the loving and caring family member he is, but also the very real and messy human who fell and relapsed 13 times over 7 years before finally being sober now for 8 years. If you haven't seen our film, If you haven't seen our film, I'm imploring you to see it. And if you don't want to see it, just read Nick's memoir, and I implore you to, because it is a reminder of how messy we can be as people, but how from that adversity we can triumph, we can be better from it. Real humans, real stories, the dedicated focus on bringing light to humanity authentically is fucking inspiring, and I look forward to a night acknowledging not our invincibility, but rather the art in our flaws. Thank you for this honor.